Another day, another video. Come back to the channel, everybody. Today, watching Lost. This is the 13th episode of the 4th season. Hopefully, you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. Speaking about links in the description, we are running our most likely to dislike characters of season 4. It takes 30 seconds, and your results of mine will be shown in the final episode, which actually is tomorrow. Yes, it's only a 14-episode season, and it's gone just like that. So, if you do want to have your say, today is the final call. Thanks so much in advance for everybody that has actually taken part. Now, last episode was interesting. We're finally getting some sort of flash forward of the Oceanic 6 being rescued off of the island. You know, we see them all on a plane returning basically to mainland. They was there, there was press everywhere, they was sat down, it was like a panel, they was asking them questions, Jack was answering them. Basically, he said, look mate, you know, we're the 6 that survived, as well as 2 other people. There was 8 of us. We hit the water, you know, it was rising, we managed to get to the exit. A couple of us grabbed some life jackets, a couple of us grabbed some cushions, we all floated back to the shore, and then we survived, obviously, until this point. They didn't see anyone else, they don't know if anybody else has survived, and, you know, it was only then for this long period. Now, interestingly as well, people was asking Kate about her and the baby, and he was saying, look mate, that means that when the air marshal was transferring you, he was like 6 months pregnant, and that was shut down straight away because he was saying, look, you know, we wasn't talking about Kate and her, you know, previous arrests and everything prior to obviously landing on the island. And then they also directed a question to our son as well, and he was saying, you know, basically he's asking about JIN, and she was saying that, look mate, you know, he never survived the crash. Now, nobody actually went into it a little bit more and thinking, well, you know, how are you pregnant then? Because you definitely got pregnant on the island. Maybe it wasn't revealed how long she was actually, you know, pregnant for. But again, that's a question in the future that somebody could be raising. So again, it's really interesting. Now on the island, Hurley, Locke, and obviously Ben was moving to this location so they could actually change the coordinates of the island. They could move it. Now Ben, he's gone to some sort of like location, found an old box, got a mirror, started flashing it like this up until the, you know, up until the top of the trees, and then somebody else was flashing something back, and we was wondering who's that? Do you know what I mean? What's going on? Well, I'm thinking it was Richard, because at the end of the episode, Richard and the rest of the crew, they turned up, you know, they told Saeed and Kate to drop their guns, they took it off them, and they ended up marching with them. The interesting thing as well is when they actually got to the location where Ben was taking Locke and Hurley, Kimi was already there, all of the people was there, basically surrendered himself. He walked in, hands up, do you know what I mean? I'm here, I'm the person you've been looking for. Now he's hoping to cause a distraction, it seems, because he's told Locke to go in through this little door, take the left corridor wall, go all the way down to the north side, put his left hand down, pull the lever up and take the elevator down to the ground. So it's going to be interesting to see if Locke remembers that and what actually happened. It's a good episode, last episode, and we've got 2 more out of the part 3 still to go. Cannot wait. Thanks for checking out today's video. If you do enjoy it, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
We have to go back? You call me over and over again for 2 days straight, stoned on your pills, and then you show up here with an obituary for Jeremy Bentham? You believed him.
Kate, I did, because he said that that was the only way that I could keep you safe. You and Aaron.
I still have to explain to him why you are not there to read him, so don't you say his name! How dare you ask me to go back?
Kate's emotions was good in that scene. She's actually been really good this season, acting. They revealed the name then, Jeremy Benson or something.
So what's the plan, Sundance? Plan is we wait to... You alright?
Dude, you came back. How'd you know where I was?
Good to see you, Hurley.
Yeah, man, you too.
I'm assuming Kimi and his men have left then.
Locke.
Hello, Jack.
I see, I don't really understand that situation there. The last time we seen it, last episode, it was full of people, you know, like armed, and they took Ben. Now, they've obviously just fled the full location. I would have thought that they would have known that what was there and what Ben was trying to do. You know what I mean? And obviously Locke and Hurley are just chilling now. There's literally no threat, it seems. Also, it started today's episode, I'm pretty sure it was with the ending of last season. Now, because we were so tight going from the end into the new, if that makes sense, that it could have been blended in. But I read one of the comments that you guys left, and I was saying that Jack's beard is pretty cool. You know what I mean? And someone was like, that's a bold statement, because it was mixed reviews, literally, from the audience. You know, some people thought it was alright, most people disliked it. Now, I'd love to know what your opinion is of it, because I actually think it looks pretty cool, to be honest. I can't grow... I mean, I've got a beard now. It's a bit too long. I need to shave it. But, like, I can't grow it as thick as Jack. So, I think it comes from a perspective of, if you can't grow it, you respect it, if that makes sense. What you can't have, and someone else can, you're like, that's decent.
There's enough C4 here to blow up a bloody aircraft carrier. It's like a walkie-talkie. You send it a signal and it triggers a bomb remotely. This is a tripwire. Move it and boom. Trace the power source. You disconnect it. Boom.
Pretty much kind of screwed. You're like sitting ducks, aren't you, waiting for someone to trigger it?
James, would you mind if I spoke to Jack alone? Jack, you need to hear what I have to say.
What I need to do is to walk back to the chopper and get the rest of our people off this island.
Those Rambo guys are taking Ben to that helicopter. He surrendered himself to him about an hour ago.
Curious as to why Mr. Widmore would pay me so much money just to come out here and capture you.
Charles Widmore tell you to kill my daughter?
Who are you?
I'm Kate. I'm one of the passengers of Flight 815. I'm being chased by his people.
Come here.
Hey.
Get on your knees.
I believe it's a setup.
Run! Run! Grenade!
The guy just booted it towards his mate. Go on, Saeed. I thought it would have left Ben for the kill. Hey, that was a good sequence of events, that.
Thank you for coming, Richard. Could you cut me free, Kate?
Look how calm he is.
What was the arrangement? They help us free you, and we let them off the island. The helicopter is yours. You and Saeed have a safe journey back.
That's it?
That's it.
See, this is where, like, my trust in Ben, like, naivety could come, like, to fruition or whatever it's called. Do you know what I mean? Because, like, when he says stuff, I do feel like when he says stuff, he honours it. And, like, I do love a man of honour. You know what I mean? Like, when somebody says you could do something, or a gentleman shake, you know what I mean? Like, I love it. And, like, if he's saying that they can go, I feel like he's going to let them go. Now, I could be daft, like I said. Sometimes I get too, like, trustworthy. But them two, I feel like he'll let them try and get away. Might not happen. You might know something's going to stop them. Do you know what I mean? Just like the Sunbreak basically get blown up. Like, he knew basically that Locke was going to go and do it, but like he never done it himself. And he was saying to Jack and that, go on, if you want it, there it is. You know what I mean? Get on it and go your merry way. He was being honest and he was letting them go. Yeah, he always has a plan though. That's what's interesting about him. He actually always has a plan. That was good. You know, Richard come in. I thought it would have been Ben that killed Kiwi, to be honest, doing that revenge for obviously Alex, but no, he done it himself. Now, obviously, it's going to be interesting to see if they can still move the island, because basically they're all dead now, aren't they? Literally, everybody that come to pose a threat in this current situation, they're all pretty much gone now.
Thank you, miss.
I'm sorry, do I know you?
No, but you know my grandson. I need to know if you're going to do anything crazy.
I won't do anything crazy. Hey, Walt.
Hey, Harley. Getting big, dude.
Innit? He's well old now.
I was waiting for one of you to come see me. Nobody did. Do you know who did come see me? Jeremy Bentham. I don't understand why you're all lying.
Because it's the only way to protect everyone that didn't come back.
Like my dad.
Like your dad.
We need to know what this Jeremy is. It's the second time his name's been dropped in this episode.
Came from a box Ben dug up out of the ground. They're good. Thanks for coming back for me. Claire and the baby okay?
That's not as good as it, Silence.
You threw a knife into the back of an unarmed woman. You led half of our people across the island and got most of them killed.
Well, Jack, you put a gun to my head and you pulled the trigger. But you're not supposed to go home.
What am I supposed to do? Crashing here was our destiny.
You know, Jack. You know that you're here for a reason. That knowledge is gonna eat you alive until you decide to come back. If you have to go, then you have to lie about everything. It's a place where miracles happen. Just wait till you see what I'm about to do.
Does Jack know that he come to the island, like, not being able to walk?
Nice to see you too, Jack. Couldn't find the Enthuriums, could you?
I don't know what they look like.
That'll be solid to find that.
Saeed and Kate are waiting for you at the helicopter.
What?
I'd love to fill you in on everything you missed, Jack, but you, Hugo, James, you need to get moving. I'd want to be on that boat within the hour.
Lie to them, Jack. If you do it half as well as you lie to yourself, they'll believe you.
Look, I'll send Jin upstairs. There's no need for him to be down there with me when he can be up here with you.
I'm pregnant.
Congratulations, son.
This is liquid nitrogen. We use it in a refrigeration hold. I spray the battery, I can keep it cold, no reaction.
And what's the catch?
Catch is we only have one canister.
You know what? I was thinking, right? Do you know if he throws that battery or he throws the wires, could you cut them then? You know what I mean? Because you can't cut them now because it's power surging through them, so to speak. So you cut it, spark, it blows. If you freeze it and it's ice cold and then you break the ice, there's technically no. Would there still be energy or forces going through it? I don't know. Like, I'd literally try and like freeze it and dash it overboard me. You know what I mean? Or something. I don't know, but it's been in there for ages. Clearly, it's not just been rigged up today. So like, it's been there for months. How long's Michael been on that ship? It's been there. But what is the intention? That is the thing that'd be in your back of your mind consistently. Why would something like that be on this ship if the intention was never not to blow it up? You know what I mean?
I'm just gonna get some water and I'll come back in a minute.
Hey, I'll get the next group ready to go.
Thank you.
Thanks for helping us.
I know she said that, and now he's gonna run over and tell Charlotte something.
May I eat these peanuts?
I'm gonna keep my eye on you, Shorty.
She's funny. Do you know what? Miles isn't actually that bad, you know.
I'm leaving in 10 minutes. Take the next group of people to the freighter. You need to make sure that you're with me on that ride.
It's just weird, you know, after all that time you spent trying to get back here.
Oh, she's been before.
Get back here.
What do I mean?
That better not be fucking Annie or whatever it is. Imagine. Miles is pretty decent. I just said that a minute ago. He's actually not bad.
Is this the magic box?
No, John, it's not.
What is all this stuff for?
Same things that all the Dharma stations are for. Silly experiments.
Why don't you watch this very informative video?
I'll take care of some business.
I'm Dr. Edgar Hallerwax. As you've no doubt surmised, Station 6 is not a botanical research unit. The electromagnetic energy within the island can be highly volatile and unpredictable. Metallic objects must never be placed within the vault. In our first demonstration, we will attempt to shift the test subject.
Why is it fast forwarding or rewinding?
Is he talking about what I think he was talking about?
If you mean time-traveling bunnies, then yes.
You expecting someone?
This is interesting. He looks a bit scared. Now, again, that was really interesting to see that there. They're talking about time travel. It's kind of like what's happening with the to and from the island, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like, you go at one time, you arrive at a different one. Sometimes you can go when you're in the past and then you're back into the future. Guess we was teasing that with the Desmond thing. I think that's what they was trying to do. They was trying to tease us with the Desmond when we had the episode. His was probably the best episode of the season, or very close up there as well, innit, mate? His was a really good one. It was I really did like it. But now I'm stuck on this Charlotte thing. Miles, he's interesting because he can not only speak to like the dead, he kind of, whatever he's got, his power, he knows stuff, and it was kind of hinted when Michael got on the ship and he knew that he wasn't called Michael. I don't know how he knew that, because the first time he was introduced, he was speaking to like an entity or something. And then, obviously, he was able to know lies or something, do you know what I mean? And he's just dropped it that this isn't the first time she's been here. And he's surprised that she'd want to leave now she's back. And she's trying to be like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? He's probably known that this whole time as well. He's probably been on that ship and knowing everything about her and all this information. And he's never really disclosed it. And now it's got me thinking that it's something to do with Ben and the girl at the very start. You know what I mean? Do you remember in the Dharma Initiative when he arrived and that girl gave him a candy bar when he got to the island? I'm thinking that's her, me. I am. But again, I feel like Ben looks a bit older than her and I feel like they was the same age then. But we've not been told what happened to her. You know what I mean? So I can still speculate.
Saeed! Kate!
Good to see you, dude.
You say something to tick you off, Freckles?
Didn't kill that one.
What did you kill? What you trying to do there? Pick a lock.
You got a better idea?
Hacksaw?
How'd you get back? I took the Zodiac from the freighter.
The body from the boat washed up on the beach.
It's safe now.
All right. Let's get the hell out of here! After we drop everyone off at the boat, we can come back and look for Claire, right?
Absolutely.
I still want to know how it's only these select few that have actually got back to the mainland.
No good. Damn it! How do you even know your little freezer trick's doing anything?
We'll know if that light turns red and we're still here.
What happens if we can't deactivate the bomb?
We better get everybody the hell off this boat.
That is true in hindsight, but it's been there for months and it's never gone off yet, so it's not that urgent right now.
What's the matter? We're losing fuel.
Yeah, the tank must have been hit, maybe. Can someone dangle out and put the finger in it?
We gotta get every ounce of extra weight off this chopper now. I'd feel a hell of a lot better for a few 100 pounds lighter. Not go back to the island. We might not have a choice, Doc.
Tell my daughter something. That's what he's doing. He's telling that he's got a kid. Ah, it's ruthless, that, isn't it?
Why are you telling me this?
Just do it, Freckles.
Sawyer!
Yo, that is high, that he's just jumped out of. Yo, he's got a proper swim back. Look how far he's got to go. Ooh, you know what, right? When more information becomes apparent, like, your opinions can change. This is what does my head in society, like, mainly with football. I support Man United, right? And we are crap right now, for example. And we have been for ages. But you could have a player that's awful last year, and you could be like, that guy's awful. And then this year, he's doing really good. And you're like, oh, he's doing really good. And then somebody would go back 1 year and get your tweet and try and make it relevant. Oh, you said he was crap. It's like, no, mate. At the time, that information that I had, I believe one thing. Now in this position here, we got information, it's changed. Everything can change with new information. Last episode, you know, Jack was going mad at Kate. He was saying, you know, sorry, we decided to stay on the island. I come back for you. You know what I mean? And it's like, well, no, hang on. You know what I mean? Now I'm looking at this, right? Sawyer actually went back, just like you. And then Sawyer sacrificed himself just so someone like you can make it back there and survive. So, like, my opinion now has changed in that whole argument because of information that I've just got here. And Kate was a little bit sketchy, and she was, and she told Jack in the end she should have just been up front straight away and said I was doing something for Sawyer. And Jack was fuming, he was well pissed off, and he was all that. But now look at this situation here. If he didn't jump off, Jack wouldn't have been out now. Do you know what I mean? So, like, why's he asked that he's doing something? She's doing something for Sawyer. He basically sacrificed his life so Jack could survive. So, again, do you know what I mean? Now going back to, it might have been yesterday's or the one before. Now Jack's annoyed me a little bit. You know what I mean? Yesterday it's kind of like on Jack's side. Now new information apparent. It can all change when new information's available. I'm on, well, I wouldn't say I'm on Kate's side, but I would say Jack, like, in that situation was a bit of an ass.
Wanted to say before you get on the boat, please.
I'm gonna stay. For now, anyway.
If you don't come with me for now, could be forever.
Nothing's forever. Would it make any sense if I told you I was still looking for where I was born?
No.
Maybe she's not that girl.
Goodbye, Danielle. I promised I wouldn't leave till I got everyone here safely off this island. I'll still be here when you get back.
Everybody ready? Let's start.
Off we go.
Oh, they can visually see the boat now. I don't understand how they've just not killed him. Like, I literally have no idea.
Oh, you're down here, Ben. This body armor's been known to take a bullet or two in its time. Before you take your shot, Ben, let me tell you about this. I took out a bit of a life insurance policy, Ben. It's connected to a radio transmitter.
Right.
We call it a dead man's trigger, Ben. My heart stops beating, sends a little signal to the 500 pounds of C4 out there on the freighter. That'd kill a lot of innocent people, Ben. Need I remind you of how your daughter looked as she bled out?
Dominates that stick, Ben, doesn't he? He still went in for him. Fair play.
You just killed everybody on that boat.
Most people are not there. He's not that bothered.
So.
Yeah, I know. That's like classic Ben, that, isn't it? Literally, like, if he turned around and was like, oh no, you'd be like, that's not Ben. Literally turning around, like, I'm not arsed, mate. Literally, not my people. I got revenge, you know what I mean? He killed my daughter, I killed him. Standard stuff. That leads up to his personality. That's what you want to see. You want to see consistency. That's what I like about Ben. You know what I mean? He's just consistent in everything that he does. He's interesting. And I've been wondering, literally, all this time, what's going on with that C4? It's been on that shit for so long. Why is it there? You know what I mean? Why is it never actually gone off? Like, why is it such urgency now? Well, you know, now it's been revealed that it's his, but can he not just take that off him and put it on themselves? You know what I mean? Has it actually been dug and inserted into his skin? Do you know what I mean? Like, is it deep down, or is it just like this Apple Watch here that I've got that could just read your pulse? Do you know what I mean? Like, this can read my pulse now. If I took it off me and put it on you, it would read it as well. It's not exactly like incisioned into my skin, you know what I mean? Like, for me. So again, it'd be interesting to see obviously how that one works. Right now they are freezing the pipes, but you know, if you think about it, last episode and all season we've been told about the Oceanic 6. Now again, we are consistently seeing people kind of leaving the island now. If you look at it in today's episode, you know, I think did yesterday 2 boats of 6 go? Today a boat of 6 gone as well. So that obviously, if you do the maths, is 18 people going off the island. We've also got the people on the helicopter as well, which is obviously well, not you know, it's not sorry now, he's jumped off. So we got Jack, Saeed, Kate and Hurley, 4. So that means that so far, if we're looking at it, you got the 18 going and then 4. So that's 22 people that have been extracted off of the island as of the last 2 episodes. Now again, how have we gone from that position of all those people to only being the 6 that have survived? It's interesting. I'm expecting that boat to possibly actually blow up. That's what I'm thinking. And everybody just be stranded into the sea. And they're all just drifting and clawing their way back to shore. But again, you know, the baby survives. And if that is actually happening, you know what I mean? You would think that some would have been launched into the water as well. And she survived with her baby. And she's had it in the present. And also with Aaron as well. And again, somebody's name has been dropped in twice now. I've literally forgot what it's called. It's called Jeremy or something. Is that what they say it's called? His name was twice in this episode. And, you know, I feel like he's going to have a big part to play in season 5. But thinking about it, you know, I thought Penelope now, like, you know, was going to have a massive part to play in this show. Just the way, was it, might have been season 2. Was it season 2 when we ended with her looking for Desmond, with her people kind of like in the middle of the desert or something like that in the Antarctic, and he was trying to get a reading? She's not really been used. I mean, like, her name and her dad and all that, but like, not really. Do you know what I mean? Like, the way it was kind of insinuated, I thought she was going to be a massive part of the story. And the next season started, I think it was 3 with Juliet, and I thought she was Penelope just because of like the thing, but then obviously not. And then we only kind of seen her in a couple of Desmond flashbacks and the Charlie one when she was on the screen, and that's it. So you know what I mean? I still think there's kind of loads of things that, if you look at it deep down, that the show kind of needs to tie off. But I also do feel like they've been really entertaining, and I'll give them the credit when it's due. We've got 2 seasons left. They could still literally wrap all of it up. Yeah, that is going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you've not yet voted for your most likely to dislike characters of season 4, please do. It is the last day to vote to get your results shown in the final episode, which is tomorrow. Now, if you're obviously watching it after it's been obviously released, it doesn't really matter. You could change the votes, but it obviously is not going to be shown in the final episode. So thanks so much for taking part. Now, interesting stuff that's going on. They're in the orchid, you know, they're down here. They've just been well, basically, Gima, who wasn't dead after, you know, Richard shot him in the back twice, come down and explain basically the thing on his arm is a pulse monitor, it's a heart rate thing, and basically once it stops, then it sends a transmission back to the boat, the freighter, which has got C4 wrapped all over it. It's going to destroy it, blow it up, and kill everybody on board. So basically, he was trying to use that as a failsafe to show that he ain't going to die and Ben's not going to do anything to him. Well, we all know Ben. He's unpredictable. He doesn't really care. And, you know, he's gone in for the kill. He's, you know, basically, he was trying to laugh at him and take the mick, really, wasn't he? He was kind of gloating that he killed Alex, and, you know, he was trying to bait Ben out, and it worked. But Ben, you know, managed to get the knife and stab him, and it looks like he has killed him. So it's going to be interesting to see the reaction of what's happening on the boat, because right now it looks like Michael is freezing it, but once it does freeze and he sees the switch change from green to red, they're going to know that they're going to have to get the bodies off, and that's where it's going to be very, very interesting. Now, we've seen Sawyer sacrifice himself as well. He jumped off, dropped a couple of £100 that was on that, obviously, a helicopter, because it's got a bullet hole in the side. Now, again, it's really interesting because, like I said, last episode, you know, Kate and Jack was arguing. Basically, he was saying Sawyer left them, he was the one that come back, and all this and that, and all this stuff. And it turns out that Sawyer didn't leave them. What he done is he sacrificed himself. There's a total big difference. Literally, it's polar opposite to how Jack was kind of insinuating something that happened. And basically, I was thinking that Sawyer's actually revealed that he's got a kid. Kate's actually never revealed this information. He's probably said go and see her and this and that or whatnot, and Kate's trying to do some errands for him, make sure she's okay. like I said, mate, you know, Jack, he's not happy about it, and you know, it's called a bit of riff, you know, a bit of wrath, mate, for them in the like flash forward. Now, interesting as well, this Jeremy guy, he's gone to visit Walt. Now, I don't know who he is and why he's visiting Walt. His name was dropped in twice this episode. I don't know what relevance or what you know what I mean, like what impact he's got basically on all these people on the island. Hurley was saying that they're all lying basically to protect everyone. You know, protect his dad, protect Sawyer, protect Locke, everybody on the island. They're doing it for them. It's not for themselves, you know, it's not for me, it's not for Kate and Jack, but it's for all the people that was left. Again, really interesting, we need to see more of it. Are they successfully going to move the island? You know, what's happening with Charlotte? She's already been here. Miles is insinuating that she's been on the island before. Now, she kind of looked a little bit confused. I was thinking that she might have been the person that Ben kind of was talking to when he got to the island. Now I'm thinking after a conversation that she was having with Daniel when she was saying that she's still... Would it make any sense if I was telling you that I was still trying to search for the place that was born? Maybe, you know what I mean, she was born on the island and taken away and come back. I don't really know that either. Maybe she actually doesn't actually know that she's been there before. And now Miles has said that, she's kind of like, what? You know what I mean? Because maybe she's always been searching around the earth. She's a traveller, whatever, discoverist. And then she's like, got to this location. She's felt something. Miles has questioned it. She's like, what's going on here? I'm going to have to find out a little bit more info. You know what I mean? Like, again, this episode had quite a bit of action, good fighting, you know, I like it. I do love a good scrap here and there. I think that they should implement it a little bit more. Whether it's just like, you know, the camp, like Sawyer and Jack arguing, or Saeed and somebody else, or basically, you know, just any of Ben's people and the rest of the camp, or Kimi and you know, the rest of the crew coming in. Good old scraps and good old action just keeps the viewer entertained, and it was a good one today. We had the perfect blend of it and good storytelling, and now I can't wait to see if the island does get moved in the final episode. So that's where we currently are. Loads of stuff going on, you know, still need to know what's happening with Walt, you know what I mean? Who's Jeremy coming to see him? Are we going to get any more of the storyline of Walt, like, being special and all this stuff, and, you know, like, weird things happening around him? Or we just killed that now? Remember when he was in the Dharma facility and he was writing notes and putting it in the tubes, and then we seen them when he got on top of the island and he was just all buried there? Are we going to see any of that? Did it have any reference? Why was it used? Is it just, you know, basically nothing, and it was just like tape after tape after tape to get us to this tape where we are now? You know what I mean? Need to find that out as well. What's happening with Penelope? What's happening with her dad? Do you know what I mean? Like, on the flash forwards, are they going to go back to the island? Are they not going to? Are they going to find out that there's more people alive? What's going to happen to Claire? There's still loads of stuff to be revealed, but we're going to go back from 14 episodes and back into the 20s, I believe, or close to it anyway, next season, so I'm excited for it. One more left of this season. Get your votes in if you're not voting for your most likely to dislike characters yet. I cannot wait to watch the finale. So thanks for checking out today's episode. If you did enjoy it, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.